Hey YouTube, Pastor Bacon here. After a long hiatus, we're back because I wanted to share something with you guys that got me excited this afternoon. Jumping into immediately to what I wanted to share with you guys, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I am very excited by what Graysun posted yesterday, or for me, at least my time, this morning. Also, forgive my voice, it's a little bit scratchy. I just got over being sick. This morning around 2 o'clock my time, I'm on East Coast. Graysun said in response to Party Chip that he was going to step in given the Druid fiasco. I think Chip is trying to aura farm as he typically does in chat, but there does actually seem to be some validity to what Grayson's saying, that he's not just memeing here, because he said after this that the wipe is coming very soon and that the rat infestation is going to be cleansed for good. That is very strong language, and so that actually caught my eye. In fact, I think someone posted it on the Reddit earlier, and this caught the attention of a few Dark and Darker players. And if you're like me, I have not been playing the game recently. In fact, it's been quite a few months since I've been playing. I've played the game, and I don't know about you, but I miss Dark and Darker. I really do. I really miss how Dark and Darker used to be. And it seems like we went down just a long slope of worse and worse and worse, especially since the start of this year. You know, the game was in good enough a spot for me to make a channel built around the game at the beginning of 2025. And here we are at the beginning of 2026. And it seems as though the game may actually be dead, in the sense of not how many people will clickbait, but like in the sense of like, yeah, this game is not going to make it. And I've been talking with some of the guys from the crew, and we really do miss Dark and Darker, especially, man, the playtest era of Dark and Darker. And so I just wanted to take just a few moments to talk about what Grayson's saying here, speculate maybe just a little bit, but I'm sure there's going to be many people doing that. I don't want to clickbait too much because I don't know what's coming. However, one thing I do want to say is what we should expect from the devs, given that this is the information that's being passed on from our community manager, that the rat infestation is going to be cleansed for good. Keywords: for good, that it will be dealt with. So whatever change they are promising here is supposed to take care of it indefinitely. Now I can hear you typing already on your keyboard, and I agree with you. I highly doubt that this is actually going to amount to anything, but like I kind of was already hinting towards, I miss the game. I really miss Dark and Darker, and so I'm going to take a little bit of cope-ium today and hope that what Graysun is dropping for us here actually has some validity, and that we should be getting excited about this. I'm not going to raise my standards or my expectations too high quite yet, because we know the track record of Iron Mace. We've seen it. We've been here. Many of us have just given up after many months of hoping that Iron Mace would change course. But this type of promise, especially with Druid has seemed to have been the untouchable problem for so long. I don't know why Druid has just it's been refused that Druid can be changed in any way, shape, or form. In fact, you see the community, when Druid gets any type of nerf, it's like a grand celebration from like 90+% of the community. And so you would think that, as you know, the devs would think, okay, the community really likes this, and so it does get frustrating. But given that they're saying the rat infestation, which is mainly referring to, I would think, Druids specifically, but there is a little bit of rat-like behavior from classes like rogue as well. I'm assuming they're referring to the druid class. I'm hoping what they're talking about is the rat transformation itself, that something is going to change with druid to prevent the typical gameplay that we see from druids that have high skill levels. People who have been able to main druid since druid's been out and go in, escape, and reset over and over and over again, which has been one of the biggest complaints of druid, is the escapability, the escape artist aspect of druid, because the class can do things that no other class can do. And so therefore, I mean, by that definition is why I think, and many people think, that the class is overpowered. And in fact, leave a comment below what you think the actual change that they're hinting towards is going to be given the druid class. I think they're going to change something where the druid can't be like a master of all. That's what I'm hoping that the change is going to be, that you have to lean more into one specific transformation at a time, so that there's less of this kind of like constant flip-flop of like panther, chicken, back to panther, human form, dream walk, and then bear form, or like being able to just constantly flip-flop through all the different transformations, or getting too close to one so they go bear form and then basically hit you for almost all of your HP, and then when you try to back away, as you should, they quickly go into a druid, a panther druid attack, and then be able to finish you off because of the damage of panther as well. Like, it seems like there's no kind of really good response towards the druid class, so I'm hoping that that's what they're going to target. Maybe give a timer to that, so you have to commit more to when you go to an animal transformation. I don't know, but what I am saying is that when you're dropping promises like this at the infestation, the rats will be no more, they'll be cleansed for good, you better come swinging on the druid class, because I think the player base as a whole would love to see really an entire druid rework balance to bring it in line with these other classes. We put up for a while a time that the druid was overpowered, expecting other classes to meet the druid on that same level and scale, of which we never even saw a fraction of those things. Sorcerer Force of course came out, and they had things like the teleport, which has been kind of somewhat more similar to the druid class compared to the classes like wizard or whatnot, but at the end of the day, nothing has been able to really compete in terms of mobility like the druid has. I love this game. I wish I could play it more, and it's at that point now where it's kind of a little bit heartbreaking, because you want to be able to get on with your boys, but the first time you load up and you get some gear, and you get stabbed by a rogue and Viz that's camping a corner, or you die to a hacker, or whatever the issue may be for you, that like it's like our patience is so thin with this game now. I wish it wasn't that way. And so if Iron Mace will stick to what they're saying here, if Graysun's not trolling us, and they're actually, like, if they make some serious changes for the betterment of the game, if Druid gets cut big time, put in its place, I think a lot of people actually would respect that and be willing to come back, especially if it's during a wipe. At the beginning of a wipe too, that would be the best time to do it, because everyone's on the same slate. Do look out for future videos. I have finally reached a point with, as far as work goes, my 9 to 5 that I have to do. I will be able to make content again, and I'm re-upping on my New Year's resolution from last year when I created this channel. I'm re-upping it and recommitting to making videos again. Won't be Dark and Darker only, of course, but given the fact that I saw this information today, I wanted to share it with you guys. Thought it'd be a good video to make, hoping to see a good wipe at the end of this month from Iron Mace, and maybe, just maybe, Dark and Darker won't be dead. We'll have to see. Other than that, God bless. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.